Ice cream is a staple. After a thorough review of your digital presence by our team, we believe that you had a lot of the correct intentions when designing your website and getting a foothold on social media. However, we believe that you've missed the mark on some key features on your website and have not fully optimized your social media presence to its maximum potential. Some of the key points we think you should be focusing on is the nitrogen aspect of your ice cream. This would be most beneficial as it would separate your brand from other competitors and therefore give you an edge when a potential customer is deciding where to go. Your website actually does a fairly decent job of displaying your services, but here are some more specific recommendations. Most importantly, having a menu directly on the website allows much easier access to your product rather than redirecting your customers to an external application. While we can safely assume that a majority of your consumers do have the Grubhub app, the last thing you want to do is isolate those without it. Keeping the menu on the website itself removes the extra tap or click individuals go through to get to where they want to. As we have mentioned previously, the nitrogen aspect of your ice cream is a great feature that we believe should be your number one priority to promote. Your website does mention the freshly made ice cream with nitrogen, but it's in small text in a corner. Enlarging it and adding an entire section dedicated to the craft of producing fresh ice cream on the go provides an authentic feel to the ice cream and your product, a trait dominantly popular with the general consumer base and the ice cream industry. Talking specifically about the menu, we recommend adding all of your available ice creams, your toppings, prices, and other products. It shouldn't be a surprise what kind of variety you have. We're not here to tell you how many flavors, toppings, cones, or sizes you should carry and offer at your store, but we do think you should market to your strength. If you have every ice cream in the book, market it. Scream it from the rooftops and tell everyone that they will be satisfied and find what they are looking for when choosing to go to Foggy's. If you have a more limited inventory, market that as you have a deliberately specific menu and that each of their offerings are extremely intuitive and specific to their tastes. Since your main audience is mostly going to be the younger generation, like Gen Z and millennials, having the menu itself be vibrant could make it more appealing. In addition to that, your website, while colorful and inviting, feels a little too lengthy. Customers want a straightforward, short road to the final product, the ice cream. Moving the most important information, like the menu, the opening and closing times, and the location of the store to the top of the page in an obvious section would help greatly. We understand that it's difficult to offer that much information at the top without making the website seem too cluttered and difficult to navigate. That is why we're also suggesting adding drop-down lists and tabs with relevant title information such as home, ice cream, boba, location, and so on. Here is a perfect example where you can improve the look of your website. On the left is the top of your page. It looks so empty, it's barren. When you could have added information that is both sought after by potential customers almost immediately when looking to go into your restaurant and would have filled out some of that blank, barren space. The neglect to put your store hours up front is perplexing. It should be changed. No customer wants to scroll all the way to the bottom of your page to see when they can actually go to your shop. These are all strong approaches that you could implement to maintain an effective and compelling digital presence on your website. But we have yet to mention your social media presence. Once again, due to the nature of your product, teenagers, Gen Z, and millennials, the younger generation, are your main customers. And in the current day and age, social media is the most prevalent form of digital media these generations are involved in. After a thorough analysis of your social media, we've gathered enough information to help further improve the state of your company and allow it to go beyond expectations. First, let's begin with small changes and work our way upwards. A quick and easy change that will have a large impact on your online presence is adding relevant information such as your working hours, your address and location, and links to your website and other social media. Posting more frequently allows the algorithm to boost your posts and others as well. Posting on your social media story about upcoming events or new flavors and such shows your customers you're open, welcoming customers and up to date with the current world. Similar to your Instagram page, your Facebook includes posts of days you're closed and changes in hours. While it does have posts announcing special events or images of your menu, it is a little outdated. Following the same suggestions of your Instagram page by posting more frequently, adding images, and deleting unnecessary information that clutters the page does wonders. Create a Twitter account. Creating a Twitter account is crucial to maintaining a social media presence, with the big three being Instagram, Facebook, and the aforementioned Twitter. Creating an account is essentially boosting your social media presence by a third of what it currently is. The content of the Twitter post doesn't have to be extravagant and over the top. You can essentially treat it like any other Instagram account, making sure you post important updates when they come up. Now let's focus more on the content of your post. We've noticed that a majority of your posts are about time-sensitive situations, such as specific days or times you'd be closed. Using Instagram to post about situations like this is effective, and we encourage you to continue doing it. However, we recommend deleting the post after the time has passed and the situation is no longer useful or relevant. This allows a much more positive and inviting social media experience and prevents the page from being cluttered with information that is incorrect. Facebook runs a lot of stories as well as Instagram. So if you have a day where you know you're going to be closed, maybe just add a story that day instead of a whole post, since stories only last for 24 hours. Posting more pictures of the products themselves is an easy and effective way to net you more exposure. Even simple pictures on a daily basis are enough to heavily boost the likelihood of your post showing up on the Explorer page and advertising your product indirectly. Just posting on your story on a daily basis might catch the eye of your followers and were craving something, but weren't sure if they wanted to go to your store yet. Twitter runs less of pictures and more on actual written posts, so we recommend you post your deals written out so people can retweet, getting you a larger audience. The next suggestion is specific to future events and possible collaborations. While you certainly don't need to be a graphic designer, using flyers and other templates to advocate your seasonal or time-sensitive products in certain events is a great way to give your customers information on the go. It seems you have completely abandoned your Instagram presence. It has been over a year at the time of writing since your last post on Instagram. Out of the two social medias that you incorporated into your business model, this one, in our opinion, is the most important. This platform is where your audience, the younger millennials, Gen Z, and students use the most frequently. We strongly recommend you go back to the model of updating loyal and potential customers with new ice creams, deals, and more through Instagram. To recap, we believe your number one priority would be revamping your website, followed closely with creating a Twitter account. We believe these are the best choices for your business to continue growing its online influence. Carefully managing your social media is also an important aspect of this. If your target audience is the younger generation, we recommend prioritizing your social media, specifically your Instagram and Twitter accounts, over your website and Facebook, as these are medians Gen Z, millennials, and teenagers in general consume the most. Thank you for your time and for giving us the opportunity to help you and your business succeed. If you have any questions regarding the suggestions we've mentioned, feel free to contact us via the email and phone shown in the next slide. Once again, thank you, and we look forward from hearing back from you.